going on? It's Fifths, bringing it straight from my heart for me to you, because that's what I do on your favorite map, Stonehaven, Ground War Domination, Xbox One, 99, supposed dedicated cloud servers. I don't really know, don't really care. I would just glad I'm not playing on the old Xboxes. I know I was saying, I was talking to people, I was like, you know, I'm so glad I'm not on the old Xboxes, and people got mad at me because they were like, man, fuck that shit. I mean, this is all I could afford. Look, I didn't mean it personally. I'm just saying I find that being on this version, I just couldn't go back. I just can't. When you guys get this new console, you'll understand. Like, when you get Call of Duty in the summer or whatever, you know, you'll realize, and you'll be like, you know, damn, I should have got this game a long time ago. I think I was talking to Thunder. Anyways. So, you probably heard there was a big shakeup in the MLG Pro lineup. And, you know, listen, all this news, you know, like, your Fifths, why do you even care? Why do you even talk about it? You know, usually I wouldn't talk about it. But the thing is, you know, whether you guys like pro players or not, the hype and drama that they draw to this community only makes the game stay in the spotlight. And if you're a true Call of Duty fan veteran, you know, you get some enjoyment out of watching, you know, you get more enjoyment out of the drama from the teams winning and losing and them bickering and stuff like that than you do their actual gameplay. Now, granted, you know, I don't really like watching pro gameplay until the last day because it's pretty much boring. You know, I don't want to watch it because, you know, the thing that I don't like about MLG games is because, one, you know, the developers don't work with the people who are making suggestions, so you wind up with a couple of maps and it's the same stuff over and over and over again. So it's like, you know, all you're gonna see is the MTRX, our Remington 5, maybe a couple snipes for picks, and that's it. And Vector here and there, and a 2000 SC there and there. So you're not gonna see much. You know, it's pretty much down to, like, you know, grenade throwing and flash banging and checking spots, and I mean, it gets pretty boring. So, I mean, I have a whole, like I said, I'm a true Call of Duty fan, so I don't discount none of that stuff. I love all of it. Now, I've watched everybody's videos today. I watched Hastro's video today. I watched OpTic Hex's. I watched even Castlyle, I don't even know, Chaos Silence X for TK. I watched all these guys, and I'm gonna do my breakdown and give you my opinions on all of this. I'm going to get to that, but I want to give you a preface of how I felt about it. And then, you know, you got the peanut gallery on the sidelines, like Jay Nasty and other people who are, you know, just talking smack, you know, just for attention, jealousy, whatever it is. I mean, dude's hating on OpTic. Get the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm going to break it down for you like this. OpTic Hex has been around. Hex hustled since Modern Warfare 2, when these guys weren't even on YouTube. He had 10,000 subs. I remember. He asked me to do a commercial on my channel. And then he went to Machinima and he hooked up with all those guys, and they started the Sniper Clan. You know, because of Hex, I think because Hex did a lot of stuff for the Call of Duty community. You can't discount that from him. He is the pioneer, the trailblazer, and he always has people guessing what he's going to do, and everybody else follows him. So you cannot take nothing away from him. All his decisions, you know, after watching his video, if you don't know, like OpTic Scumpy said that, you know, basically OpTic Scumpy made a video, and he had said that, you know, that they moved into the house, and it turned into a competition between him and Nadeshot to who could get the most views. you know, I think this is where the jealousy drove a wedge between their team. It wasn't anything else. The fact that Scumpy was probably jealous of Nadeshot's success. You know, Nadeshot, if you look back at it, goes all the way back to the Millionaires Billionaires Challenge. I mean, we had 100,000 viewers in DJ Keemster's stream, and he went in there, and we were in Los Angeles, and he won that $5,000 tournament, and that's what launched him. And then everybody from that point forward, from the Billionaires Challenge, started to do collaborations with Nadeshot. He was like the pro player that was the conduit or the crossover guy who talked to everybody that was in the YouTube scene. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if it wasn't for Nadeshot crossing over and doing a lot of business with a bunch of YouTubers, there wouldn't be no pro scene on YouTube and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did a lot of groundwork for everybody else. And, you know, all this jealousy, he did all the hard work. And everybody that's hating on Nadeshot, you know, I never disliked the guy. You know, I never had a problem with OpTic Gaming or any of that. I mean, and the decisions that Hex makes is for his brand name. He's been building this brand before these guys, before 99% of these dudes had YouTube channels, Twitters, Facebooks, everything under the sun. He was here with nothing. So when he says in his video that he couldn't trust Scumpy and he felt betrayed, I mean, it's because Scumpy basically, you know, was jealous of Nadeshot's success and he couldn't catch him. So what did he do? He threw the anchor down and tried to undermine everything that Hex built. You know, he basically tried to undermine that whole situation. I mean, jealousy is a very ugly emotion, and that misery loves company, and that was bringing it down and say, look, oh, this team isn't that great. I'm the man on the team. I mean, you watch Scumpy, he was on the bottom mostly on the list of UMG. I mean, he didn't clutch out when he wanted to because he was bitter. And then to come along and have these other people come out and say, like, everybody else doing a video, like Hastro and this Case Silence guy. Listen, all these guys are here to build brand names so they can make money. And the only people that are getting used in this whole situation is these pro players. They are the workhorses that are setting the foundations for the next generation, who are building the brand names. You know, if I moved to if I was Scumpy and I went to Envious, I would be like, yo, I want 5% of Envious, and I'm staying here. And if I leave, I want this amount of money to be bought out if I go to another team. Because at the end of the day, when Nadeshot and OpTic Scumpy and all these guys who build up these brand names are used up, they're not gonna be on a B team. They're gonna get dismissed. And guess what? The brand is still going to be there. So don't sell yourself short. If you're a top player, ask for 5% of the name brand, and you know you deserve it. And you know, put yourself on a board of directors or whatever down the road, because there's going to be tons of young players that you're blazing the path for, whether it's this game or the other game. You look at Complexity and Curse, they're not just in Call of Duty. They're in like Street Fighter, they're in League of Legends, they're in tons of other games. So look at all the opportunities that you're missing out on for you know, trademarking and marketing and, you know, getting your name out there. I mean, this stuff is a stepping stone to other things. Don't let your emotions get in the way. I mean, let's face it. If it wasn't for OpTic, a lot of these guys wouldn't have the followers and the people that are watching their streams and the money that they're generating from the name brand. So, you know, you got to be thankful and not be so bitter. And look inside yourself. And yeah, I'm not a pro player and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, blah blah blah. But I do know people And I do know how this world works. And that shit don't change whether you're a pro player or a fucking garbage man. They're all the same fucking thing. Period. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it fucking twisted out there. You know, you're only good as your last fucking touchdown. You don't fucking produce, hit the bricks, you're fired. You know, if you're going to be a star on the team or a corporate player, you better get a fucking pension or get 5% of something. At least 3%. You know, and some fucking incentives. Or at least, you know, if I'm not going to give 5%, then I should have parts of contracts that have my name, or you should be marketing me so that I can make more money. So, you know, to that effect. Because basically what it all comes down to is money. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. This is what I fucking think about it. Until next time, get the fuck out of here.